Let me teach you how to communicate with your woman, and I promise you it's going to change your life forever, so shut up and listen up. Here's the rule that changes everything. Match her emotion, never match her energy. Most men do the complete opposite. She comes in upset, voice up, words sharp, and you jump in with her. You raise your voice, you defend, you explain, you interrupt, and you think you're being strong, but I promise you, you're not. You are adding gasoline to that fire. Matching her energy is escalation. Matching her emotion is leadership. So think of it like this. Wolf communication is force, pressure, volume, dominance. Dolphin communication is tone, connection, and safety. When she's emotional, she's not asking you to dominate her. She's asking you to understand her. But understanding does not mean agreeing. It's showing her that you actually get it without adding chaos. A grounded man does not get dragged into the storm. He becomes the calm center of it. When one person stays calm during conflict, the other person calms down faster. It's simple. Your nervous system leads her nervous system. So do this. If she's sad, don't go cold. Soften your tone. If she's overwhelmed, don't go robotic. Slow your words. And if she's frustrated, don't turn it into anger. Stay steady. Same emotion acknowledged, just different intensity. Your tone is everything. Wolf tone sounds like, I already told you, you're overreacting. Why are you making this a big deal? Dolphin tone sounds like, I can hear this is really upsetting you. Help me understand. I see why that hurt your feelings. One creates shutdown. The other creates safety. Calm is not weak. Calm is power. Anybody can react. Very few men stay grounded when emotions start to flood the room. But that doesn't mean you need to tolerate disrespect. It means you choose timing. A strong man sets boundaries calmly. A reactive man sets boundaries aggressively and loses respect. When she's emotional, pause, lower your voice, slow your speech, relax your body, and breathe, and then say, I can feel how much this matters to you, honey. I'm here. Tell me more. I want to understand. When she calms down, then you bring your side. Then you bring the solutions, and then you can bring your boundaries in. You don't need to overpower her emotions. You don't need to outregulate them. That is masculine strength, being the unbreakable calm inside of it.
Here's how to become a better listener in ways that many people don't. The first thing is stop trying to focus so much on the response as you're listening, because if you're planning on what you're going to reply about, a lot of the times while they're talking, you're not actually listening, you're not actually retaining that information, you're just waiting. When you let silence finish their thought and then from there try to come up with a response, a lot of the times it allows for a more thoughtful response. Second thing is listen for what they're protecting, not necessarily what they're saying, because people speak in stories, they speak in excuses, they speak in jokes and complaints and all of that, but when you listen to what they're saying in terms of what they're protecting, then you can kind of hear the insecurity or the fear or the desire or anything else underneath. Third thing is to ask fewer questions, but try to ask more thoughtful and better questions. Because honestly, one thoughtful question beats 5 shallow questions. And when you ask questions that really gets a person thinking or really allows you to be memorable, then from there it allows for an overall better conversation. And also your contribution score in that conversation becomes higher and the conversational value increases. Last thing for now is to detach your ego and notice what makes you feel defensive, because when you feel defensive, that's a signal. It's not necessarily failure, but it's something to think about and listen harder, because you're like, why am I getting defensive right now? And in terms of detaching your ego, listening isn't just about being impressive or relatable or right. It's about being able to make a person feel seen and understood and safe enough to be real and be open with you. And that allows for a genuine connection and overall better conversation. So yeah, I hope that helps with you becoming a better listener, and best of luck with practicing. You got it.
She would be talking, I would be listening, but I'm listening ready to say something back, right? Huge flaw. Now, let me tell you the flaw in that. This is the principle of that. I'm so worried about what I'm going to say back. It's almost like I'm trying to gain a moral victory over her problems, when in reality, her problem is way bigger than she can explain to me in a phone call in 45 minutes. And me sitting here like this was something that she may have been living with. This is something that she may have been going through for a very long time. So for me to pop up and be macho man, the home improvement crew, and try to fix her problem on the spot, that's almost like me saying, hey, I'm bigger than your problem. Let me step in and do it. And it's like, that's not what happens when a woman comes to you to vent. When she wants to come to you and vent, it's a different type of mindset you got to be in, because she might be turned up. She might be ready to go 100 bars. You got to let her get all 100 of them bars out. And then you respond from a place of, you know where she just went. You know what she wanted to talk about and what she wanted to get out. But if you continuously cut her off and you're not paying attention and you're not trying to let her go the direction of the conversation that she wants to go when she's come to vent to you, you're going to dictate the things that she says, and then she'll never, ever feel like she let it all out.
I want to be her safe place. I want her to be able to come to me with every emotion, every feeling, and feel like she can express herself fully, without ever there being judgment. I don't want her to go a day without feeling loved, appreciated, respected, and truly seen. I want to be able to look at her from across the room and for her to know without a shadow of a doubt that there is no man on this planet that could love her better than I could. I want her to feel like she can take on the world, that any dream that she has, I will support, and I will always be in her corner. I want to be better for her every single day.